What's up, guys? St. James here, and today we're talking WWE. That's right, I watch WWE. So today's topic of conversation is, of course, Daniel Bryan and his storyline. First of all, I want to go on record to say that I, for one, enjoy the storyline that they're putting out. In his case, and the main reason is because WWE has always been kind of scrutinized or kind of criticized for the fact that they always have these bodybuilders, these big guys always to represent their company, whether it be John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, people like that. You know, people big. You very rarely, except for exceptions like Eddie Guerrero and for one day Rey Mysterio, you very rarely see somebody of a smaller stature like Daniel Bryan win the title. But that being said, I enjoy the storyline because it actually directly addresses that issue, and the fact that that is the main reason for the storyline. They pointed out many times he's too small, he's not good enough, and you know, they're trying everything in their power to keep him from being there, and that's cool and all, but the main issue that I have with the storyline is, and let's be real, anybody who's watched WWE or anybody who understands like the way they go with the story obviously already knows how it's going to end. Spoiler if you haven't realized this, Daniel Bryan's not walking out of SummerSlam the WWE Championship. One of two things are going to happen. Point number one is Daniel Bryan's going to lose, which actually is not going to happen, and I'll tell you why more than likely that's not going to happen. Or the second reason, which more than likely, in fact I'm 95% sure is going to happen, is that Daniel Bryan's going to win the match, and then Randy Orton's going to cash in, and he's going to be the WWE Champion. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I like it and I don't at the same time. The reason why I like it is because if the third party, Randy Orton, comes out and he steals the victory from Daniel Bryan, it still doesn't change the fact that Daniel Bryan has defeated John Cena. Now, more likely, what's going to happen is that John Cena has a ladder match, I believe, against Ryback this week on Monday. More than likely, what's going to happen is that something's going to happen and John Cena's gonna get injured, because let's be honest, WWE doesn't like to have John Cena lose one-on-one. But enough about that. Daniel Bryan, I'm not sure what's going to happen to Daniel Bryan just because it's Kane and they were friends. I don't know if he's going to get beat up some more. I don't know if he's going to win. I don't know what's going to go on with that. But in the case of John Cena, that's probably what's going to happen. I bet you. Something's going to happen. Sorry, that's my TV if you see those flashes. In fact, I'm going to turn that off right now. Actually, I'm not going to turn it off because I'm waiting for TNA to come on. Yeah, I watched that too. But in the case of John Cena, I'm going to bet you that more than likely what's going to happen is, since it's a tables match and Ryback likes putting people through table, one way or another, what's going to happen is John Cena's going to get hurt, and that's probably going to be the main reason why Daniel Bryan wins. But away from that, with Randy Orton winning the title, it still doesn't change the fact that Daniel Bryan does beat John Cena, and that's going to keep him in the main event stature, in that top tier, as I like to address them, the top tier superstars. Mainly the people you see more than likely always winning or always competing for that WWE title. The CM Punks, the Randy Ortons, the John Cenas, those guys. Daniel Bryan's going to be thrust up there, if not for at least another week with that rivalry. In that case, though, the reason why I don't like it, of course, is because he still gets screwed. I mean, even if it goes with the story, he still gets screwed. He's not the champion. And people want to see this guy the champion. And I want to see this guy the champion. I'm tired of seeing John Cena as champion. But like I said, it's not all bad. He will at least still be in the main event picture. More than likely what's going to happen is that Daniel Bryan's going to stay in the picture, but I don't think Randy Orton's going to hold the belt for a month. That's just not usually what they do. They very rarely have somebody hold the belt for anything less than at least 2-3 months. You very rarely see a 1-month title reign. So I think Randy Orton's going to win that, but that's going through. But like I said, here are the reasons why more than likely Daniel Bryan's going to win the belt. Reason number one, John Cena is not portrayed as the underdog. He has yet to be portrayed as the underdog. And it's good because WWE realizes in this case, you can't do anything to make an 11-time WWE champion an underdog. You just can't do it. The dude's what? He won the Royal Rumble twice, I believe. He won the Royal Rumble twice, 11-time champion, like a 3-time world champion. It's annoying enough that with all those records, he's still portrayed as... Hold on. I'm turning it off for now. He's still portrayed as an underdog. You can't do it. And in the case of Daniel Bryan, with this dude being short, small, has yet to win the WWE Championship, you just can't do it. And I actually like that fact the most about this, is that John Cena is not being portrayed as the underdog. He's not being portrayed as the guy who has this obstacle in his way. He's being portrayed as the champion who is sitting rightfully at the top of the pedestal. He is the pinnacle of this rivalry, and the entire rivalry, the entire storyline behind it is that Daniel Bryan is the one making that climb. They're not doing this crap where John Cena can't pick up Mark Henry, even though he did it at least seven times in his career, and even picked up two people, picked up, I believe, Edge and Big Show. They're not doing that anymore, and I like that about this rivalry. Another reason is that, like I said, Daniel Bryan is the focal point. He's the guy with the underdog, and they're showing him more than they're showing John Cena. In fact, I think other than 2 instances, John Cena hasn't even been shown. It was he declared him the rival. Actually, 3 instances. He declared him the champion, or he declared him the contender. He talked to him in the locker room, and this one's optional. It doesn't really match in those situations. Is when he gets dropped through the table, he comes running out. Everything else that has had to deal with this has been Daniel Bryan, and even in things that don't even deal with that, they've only been talking about Daniel Bryan. When Vince McMahon, Brad Maddox, Triple H talk about it, they only talk about Daniel Bryan. They don't talk about John Cena. So obviously, if the main focal point is Daniel Bryan's gonna win it. What else? Oh, I had more points, but it was still going off that. Oh, number 2, Daniel Bryan's the one on the rise. Daniel Bryan's the one with the winning record. He's the one who came off that fiery push from Money in the Bank that ultimately, unfortunately, did not get him anywhere. But even then, the push is still continuing. He had a gauntlet match, fought for, 45 minutes straight, 47 minutes straight, and it was amazing. It was great. A push like that doesn't come very often, where they have one dude in the ring with match after match after match. And Jack Swagger is kind of debatable. Antonio Cesaro is a good wrestler. To have him win against him and then face Ryback and still hold his own, obviously they're trying to portray Daniel Bryan as a threat. And even when he's portrayed as a threat, they don't, up until next week when he probably has that ladder match, they still don't portray John Cena's side of it. So Daniel Bryan, obviously, he's going to win it. But like I said, he's not walking out of SummerSlam the WWE Championship. That's just not going to happen. More than likely Randy Orton's going to cash in the Money in the Bank. But I just want to talk to you guys about this. If you have any comments, any remarks, any debate points you want to bring up, any thoughts, reactions or whatever, your take, your perspective on what it is, or even if you have a question or something you want to ask or something that you want to have, I don't know, a discussion about, go ahead, leave in the comments, do whatever you want to. But that's this video for now. Me personally, I like Daniel Bryan's story. Don't think he's going to walk out of SummerSlam with the championship. So there goes that video. Till next time.